Fresh out of our government-issued cell block and into the Flash movie. It's the DC Multiverse Flash movie Supergirl. Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to Fig Noon's Figures. It's your guy Fig Noon, and we're back today with another figure review. Today it's the DC Multiverse Flash movie Supergirl. That's right guys, Supergirl is handling business in the new Flash movie. Why? Because, and I hate to break this to you guys, but Superman is dead. This Flash movie is pretty much an adaptation of the Flashpoint Flash comic book series, and with the exception of a few tweaks here and there, the main one being that in the movie, Superman has been replaced with Supergirl. It's still pretty spot on to that storyline. I actually have the DC Multiverse Superman figure from the Flashpoint comic book series, and we will be reviewing that guy next, so stay tuned. In the movie, I believe the Flash and Batman attempt to rescue Superman from some kind of a government testing base, but they're shocked to find out Superman's already dead. It's there that they discover another government test subject whom they free, hoping she'll help them defeat General Zod, and that's where we get Supergirl. She possesses all the same powers as Superman, if not stronger, and from the preview, she looks to be a bit of a loose cannon, you know. I was actually originally on the fence about picking up this figure until I seen her up close and personal on my latest Target excursion, and I can't quite put my finger on it, but there's something about the presentation about this figure that really tipped the scale for me. Yeah, I see what you did there, Todd. Anywho, guys, look, I can't wait to jump into this. Take a look at that suit and that face sculpt. So with no further ado, go tie a freaking bat towel around your neck, slap an S on your chest, and let's take it back to Metropolis with the DC Multiverse Flash movie Supergirl 7-inch action figure. Okay guys, so here she is, the DC Multiverse Supergirl, and this is my first time seeing her outside of the box. Looks like they did some really interesting things here with the head sculpt as well as that costume. Look, we're going to take a way closer look. We're going to take a look at those accessories, and we're going to do some comparisons, so make sure you don't move. Stay tuned to all that and more coming up.
Look at the accessories that are included. We get this trading card here. Same concept art as the back of the box. I think it's interesting. This card here looks a little bit more like the actual actor from the Flash, more than the figure looks like it. And I think the actor even looks a little bit different than what we get here on the card. So it's like 3 different looks. We get this stand here, and it comes with the flight stand part that you can attach to the back. If you want her standing, you can have her standing. If you want her in flight, you can have her in flight. And there's the back of the card if you want to go ahead and read up. She also comes with a closed fist and a flight hand. So if you wanted to go 2 flight hands or 2 closed fists, you can go ahead and do that. That's going to wrap it up for accessories.
So here's our Supergirl right in front of us, Sasha Calle, and let's just go ahead and start at the head. If we do a little side-by-side of her head, and I try to pick a picture that actually looks more like this head instead of trying to find one that doesn't look like it just so I could tell you how bad it looks, but I actually try to find one that looks similar to this, trying to figure out exactly what they were trying to go for here. Now the hair looks kind of similar as it does in the movie, but it's even here, it looks like it's kind of brown. It does have a little bit of the highlights in there, you can see. Looks like the hair as far as the sculpt, but from what I've seen in the previews, the hair just looks all black to me. These head sculpts are a little perplexing. Here on the lips are rather large as well, and they're really kind of dark, very thick eyebrows. I mean, the eyes, as far as the paint, they're painted on nicely. I'm a little unsure about this head sculpt. Moving on to the suit. Of course, this is supposed to kind of look like Henry Cavill's suit, and it kind of does, except for a few things. The suit here is kind of a lighter blue, not so much of a darker blue like we've seen with Superman in some of the previous movies. The S is somewhat similar. We get a gold paint here. It's red. It's kind of more of a pink kind of red. You get it here down the sleeves, but for the rest of the suit, you're pretty much just going to get all this blue here. And then as we take a look at this cape here in the back, which I thought was really interesting, it has like this surfboard shape right here that's kind of just like stuck on there, almost like they kind of just glued it. And I had to go look back and see if I could find some images from the suit. I was like, is this how the suit is in the movie? And it's not. It actually flows naturally in the movie from the back of the suit down to the cape. Here it just looks like it's kind of glued on. It's also a hard cape, kind of like a soft rubbery. You can see there's kind of some texturing to it here. We get some nice waves in it. It's not a bad cape. I just think that this looks a little funny. She's kind of got the soft bottoms here. which are also textured. You get a lot of texturing all over this whole suit, with the exception of some of the stuff you get here on the knees. All the way down to the feet, you're just going to get some of that blue paint, but you do get a lot of that texturing all the way down. And then at the bottom, we got some designs here. Taking a look here at the wrist, you can see that the costume kind of goes into her palms, so that's interesting. Not a whole lot to talk about on the suit, other than it's blue and it has texture all over it. And you get this S on the chest with this kind of funny looking cape here from the back. The head sculpt's kind of perplexing. So yeah, that's Supergirl. Take a look at the articulation here on the Supergirl. Her head can go back about that far. Head can go down about that far. She has a nice tilt to it. It can go full 360, no problems with the hair getting in the way. The arms can go up about that high. She does have a cut here at the bicep. She does have double jointed elbows, and they do have pins on them, but they did paint this pin here red, and on the inside it is blue. So they did a good job of painting those there. And then here she has a swivel at the wrist with the hinge. We get a diaphragm joint here. She has a pretty nice crunch to her, back and forth. Swivel here at the waist. Legs can go out about this far, can kick forward about this much, kick back about that far, double jointed knees. And then we get a hinge here at the ankle on a rocker with some toe articulation. Pretty basic DC Multiverse kind of articulation that we get here from this figure. And that's going to wrap it up. For a quick comparison, we have the Michael Keatons from the Flash movie, and we have Supergirl here in the middle. I don't have the Flash out of the box to show you guys, but this is just kind of how she scales next to these guys. Next up, we have the Ben Affleck Batman here from the Flash movie, and we have the Justice League Ben Affleck. These Batmans here kind of scale up the same as the Michael Keaton ones. That's just a quick comparison. All right, here we have the Todd McFarlane Batman, and we have the armored Batman from Batman vs. Superman. Of course, he was rocking this suit when he fought Superman. I'd kind of like to see these two duke it out and see how he fares up against Supergirl. Got some DC females here, some real heroes of the multiverse. We have the 1984 gold Wonder Woman figure, and then we have the Batman Beyond Batgirl here. Interesting fact, you know, this Flash movie was actually at one point written to be Wonder Woman, Supergirl, and Batgirl starring in the movie. They actually switched up the script a few times, and we got what we're getting now. Thought that was an interesting fact. This figure here came with the flight stand. This one didn't, but it does have the wings that come out. That's another comparison. Let's do a couple more. Okay, so for our final comparison here, I got a couple Marvel Legends here. We have Rogue from the X-Men, and we have Spiral next to Supergirl here in the middle. And of course, these figures scale differently. These are more 6-inch figures compared to more of the 7-inch scale. But she looks kind of dominant here next to these two. That's gonna wrap it up for comparisons, guys. Let's jump into Fig's final thoughts. Okay, guys, so for my final review here on the Supergirl figure, overall, I think she looks okay, but the head for me is a definite miss. The hair looks okay as far as the sculpt, but the paint all over the head, it's really just a nope, you know. The suit, it looks okay. It has some classic Superwoman, Superman feel to it, kind of clean, but I'd rather it be kind of plain as opposed to having too much going on. I still think she's gonna look pretty cool displayed next to the other super folks that I have. The articulation, it's pretty basic. Would have liked to cut at the thigh to help her stand because the cape causes her to feel a little bit top heavy and she tips over quite easy. I picked her up at Target, but I think she'll be available at a lot of other retail shops here really soon, and I think she might even maybe hit that clearance rack in the future, guys, so stay tuned. I'm still excited for the Flash movie, mainly to see my guy Michael Keaton in theaters everywhere, June 16th. 6 out of 10 figs here for Supergirl, and that's gonna do it here for this review. Look, if you guys like checking out this review, make sure to smash that like button for me, and also make sure to subscribe for even more and more DC Multiverse figure reviews. As always, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time. It's your guy Fig Newton. Fig Newton.
You know you want me, baby. You know I want you too. They call me Superman. I'm here to rescue you. I wanna save you, girl. Come be in Shady's world.
Oh boy, you drive me crazy.
Chick, you make me call me Superman. Big tall girl in a single bound. I'm single now. Got no ring on his finger now. I never let another chick bring me down in a relationship. Save your trick, babysit. You make me sick. Superman ain't saving spit. Girl, you can jump on Shady's. Straight from the hip, cut to the chase. I tell a giddy little girl to her face. Play no games, say no names. Ever since I broke up with what's her face.